And y'all be reminiscing on the good times. Just felt Wednesday, will be Wednesday. Oh, good times. I just gotta get into it. I'm in Gen 4, Pokemon Diamond, Double Diamond, and I'm hatching eggs. Charmander on the bottom screen. Uh, the other one, Bagon on the top screen. Uh, other than that, fuck, I missed it again. I need my Pokédex app set to the right thing. I think it's 5. You know, um, as I do this, let's listen to Ruby sell us some bullshit. So I have 2 streams I've been trying to get through for a while now with Ruby. One, she talked about Tucker Carlson, which she was just saying wild stuff the whole time. The other one is the one I'm gonna play right now, is Ruby yapping about Candace Owens. So let's see Ruby's big brain takes on Candace Owens. This is gonna be delightful. I'm sure. I'm so sure Ruby's gonna have something interesting and poignant to say. And while I'm at it, I'll just hatch a shiny Charmander. Yeah.
But today I wanted to talk about Candace and Erica because I stopped watching for a while. It was just getting disturbing, the like dogpiling of a grieving widow. And this is how you can't win online.
The dogpiling of a grieving widow. So that's gonna be her only defense for anything she has to say about this topic. I don't even know why she's talking about this topic. I do know why. It's because she sees a crying white woman and she wants everybody to sympathize with her and give her everything she wants forever because in the near future Ruby's gonna be a crying white woman and she needs people to support her, this is her dream. Her dream is to have her husband shot so she can milk him for sympathy points forever, but she can't get a husband.
Erica cries, it's fake. Doesn't cry, she's a cold hearted bitch. There is no winning with people who want to hate you, you know?
I love Ruby just loves fighting straw men. Like who says these things? Who says these things? I don't know. I hear people criticizing her legit behavior, but Ruby's gonna tell us.
But Erica's a pro and she knows that, and she has not been giving in at all. She has not been matching this sick energy. She's been praying and holding her head high and going about her business, even though she's literally being gang stalked
Gang stalk.
by
I love this. I love this gang stalk narrative because the only people I know who use the term gang stalked are crazy people like Teddy Feezer. The only people I know who use the term gang stalk. So uh, let's see if Ruby even tells us more. I think she just uses it as a virtue signal code word to be like, hey, I'm being persecuted. Nazi, gang stalk, uh, uh, sexism, whatever.
thousands of lunatics who want her dead because a super fucking irresponsible lunatic named Candy,
It's Candy. Well, that's not her name, so she's already slandering. But who wants her dead? What?
who's hot, and this is hard for me. She
It's
is
hot.
attractive, she's stylish, but not enough for all this. It's just too much. It is too much.
I don't think I need to be.
And more and more, it's you just see the complete psychopathy that Candace has been engaging in and mocking Erica for not going to a speaking event when there was multiple like credible death threats. She's like, "Oh, I bet she pretended to cry for JD Vance because he was like defending her and like She gets to just
You can't see it because I'm covering up, but like her arm sleeve of dirty tattoos as she give Candace this crazy voice, like I don't know, that just sounds like Ruby's inner voice to me. But yeah, all right, let Ruby pop off. Here we go.
call JD. Like, I don't get to do that. She got to marry Charlie Kirk, and I got a gay husband. Candace, your ugly is showing.
Where's your husband?
Okay,
I got Ruby commenting on two married people. Where's your husband?
I disagree. But we welcome all diverse opinions, but please be respectful and
We welcome all diverse opinions. I'm banned, by the way, in her chat. But look, her own chat isn't even fucking with her. Candace is right. Her own chat's not is already giving her pushback, and we are 5 minutes into the video, into the stream. Their own chat's already like, "What are you talking about?" Erica Kirk is acting sus though. So Candace is bringing up some decent points. But Ruby has to come out here and slander Candace's and all her points because you can't interrupt the narrative, okay? White woman cry. She needs to get everything. We need the whole legal system back behind this white woman crying. And she should get whatever she wants because her husband died, not because she has accomplishments. It's because she planted herself in this dude's life. And now, she's just completely distraught. Yes, she has some kids. She's not worried about the kids and how they feel about their dad dying. I don't think she mentions her kids once. It's all about Erica Kirk and her sadness, right?
anyone who's here just to be to derail and be obnoxious for the sole sake of being obnoxious,
That's what you do.
I will ban you. So
She said, I
for
will
people
ban
really
you.
drifting though, I disagree.
She said, we welcome all diverse opinions here, but if I don't like your opinion, I deem it obnoxious, I will ban you. We're in for a stream, boys. This is a stream.
I disagree. I mean, I've been wrong many times about people being genuine or not, but her husband was fucking murdered.
This is actually my favorite part. I shouldn't have did that before. This is actually my favorite part. What she says right here.
Candace, your ugly is showing. Okay, I disagree. But we welcome all diverse opinions, but please be
We
respectful
welcome
and
all diverse
anyone
opinions,
who's
but
here
I'm gonna
just
ban you.
to derail and be obnoxious for the sole sake of being
That's the worst part about me being banned is that I don't even derail. I ask her questions about the topic she puts up. She bans me, bro. It's criminal.
obnoxious, I will ban you. So
Look
Kirk
at
literally
this.
grifting though, I disagree.
Listen to
I
this.
mean, I've been wrong many times about people being genuine or not, but
But what?
her husband was fucking murdered in
And she goes straight back to the emotional appeal. But you just said you have trouble figuring out if people are genuine or not. You've been wrong in the past about people being genuine or not. You can't tell. But I'm supposed to trust you that Erica Kirk is being genuine. I don't even have a dog in the fight. I just don't like Ruby. I just know if Ruby's on one side, I should probably be on the other because she's wrong all the time. And she admits that she's wrong. She's admitting right now how she's wrong. So why would I trust your opinion on Erica Kirk?
front of the whole world in a way that disturbed me and shook me as someone who hated Charlie Kirk.
And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. This whole segment is fucked up already. We're not even 10 minutes into the stream. And she's admitting to hating Charlie Kirk. Like, how do you hate Charlie Kirk? Of all people, how do you hate that guy? And then she's admitting to not being able to judge if people are genuine or not. And now she's admitting to being emotionally distraught like she was Erica Kirk or one of the children to Charlie's death. But she hated him. Try to make this make sense, man. Try to sort these emotions out. Whoa, buddy.
the fact that anyone has these theories like eh, as he like his legacy is being torn apart by someone who was
Not the
supposedly a
legacy.
friend.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
It's mind blowing. Well, I don't believe in, well, broadly speaking, I think everyone has the capacity to be good or bad, and that can change over time. But what I'm seeing of Candace is
Look, but not Candace. But not Candace. Look, this guy is actually trying to be based and nuanced in the debate. It was like, well, neither Candace or Erica Kirk are really good people. It was like, well, people can change and be good over time, but not Candace. Erica Kirk, sure, because her husband died. So, the logic isn't even connecting. Go on, Ruby. Come on.
horrifying. And I tried to be open minded. I liked Candace. I think, she's, like I said, very attractive, stylish.
Now she likes Candace. Now she likes Candace, bro. This is crazy. Coming from, and Ruby was talking about pivoting from drama and trying to gain a new audience. This is not the way, Chief. Ugh, you're not pivoting from drama by calling out Candace, but you like Candace, but everything she's doing is vile and she can't change. But Erica Kirk's husband died. Okay, whatever.
And she's been on her grind. I've seen her move her way up from
I I've been sitting on this. This is 5 days old now. I've been sitting on this for a hot minute because I was like, well, I don't really want to sit through the whole stream. But the more I try to clip it up. Oh, that's what I've been trying to do. But the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, but the whole thing is insane. Thing is crazy.
being her YouTube channel back debating Blair White on Dave Rubin,
Blair White,
you know,
Dave
to
Rubin,
where she is now. It's impressive. It is fucking impressive. So I don't want to take that away from her, but
but
she's I just am it turns my stomach, honestly. Um
why?
just seeing how cruel people are and then to mock that she might be scared of like credible death threats. Like it also
Uh, Ruby is one of the cruelest people I know. Let that be known. Ruby is actually one of the cruelest people I know.
one more thing to just highlight how much of a pussy I am that I'll lose my mind over like three people online, disliking me. Three. It does not like one. You know,
You hear her? You hear her? She loses her mind if she has three people who don't like her online. Yikes. Yikes.
and to be attacked by millions of people during the lowest moment of your life, to have
I can
every
see chat,
aspect of
by
your
the way.
grief picked apart so that someone can profit off of it and completely destroy the legacy that Charlie Kirk built, that he had already prearranged, since he was already a high profile target. He had already prearranged for her to take over. There was no coup, there was no nothing. And the more evidence that comes out, the more it just is looking really not good for Candace. This is not going to
There
age well, I
wasn't a
promise
coup.
you.
There was no
It's going to be
coup.
one of those like, damn moments. And I promise you that all these fucking bored, angry housewives who are mad that Erica Kirk is hot and smart and cool, they're
Whoa. Whoa, buddy. So here's the problem with Ruby. She's a terrible judge of character. Like, I don't know anybody who says Erica Kirk is hot or cool. Maybe smart, but Ruby also thinks Scarlett Hansen is hot, smart, and cool. You know what I mean? She thinks Ethan Ralph is hot, smart, and cool. She thinks PWR is hot, smart, and cool. We're hot. We're hot, dude. That's Ruby's judge of character. So,
just
you take
wave in
that to
front
mean
a
what it will.
reason to hate a bitch
Whoops.
and to act antisocial online.
She called her a bitch.
It bothers me. If anything were to happen to him, yes, and that's very normal. She was his most trusted confidant and partner,
I'm like, can you fix yourself before you wreck
who
yourself?
also had a background in politics, who was deeply involved in Turning Point
Whoa.
USA. Candace is playing opposition, if you can't tell. I don't know. I mean,
Of
I'm
course
my
she
mind
doesn't
is
know.
open. I don't really have a dog in this fight, people. If anything, my dog was Candace.
Now what? I I actually don't know where she is on this topic. I To avoid watching 4 hours of Ruby, I decided to just cut the stream on and watch whatever she said because like I've already seen the first 5 minutes of this and like we're 8 minutes in now and I'm like, what are you talking about? Now her dog was Candace. Now she's saying, well, Candace is right with all the conspiracy theories, but she's gone too far with the conspiracy. What are you talking about? I wish you would be specific and tell me what Candace said that got her so rattled, but I don't think she will.
Okay, but I have not seen anything about Erica Kirk that justifies the just repulsive, disgusting harassment and death threats that her and her grieving family have been facing. It's really fucked.
What's up, Kay? Welcome in, man. This is the type of cringe I love. This is this is the type of drama that I get in for, buddy. Let me see if I can get this shiny real quick.
She was already a celebrity.
Was she?
She wanted to carry on his legacy, and people deal with grief in different ways. I know this from my own experience. When you're in the state of grief, there's a lot of shock. Some people shut down. Some people move everything and put everything into trying to protect the legacy because that's the one thing to keep that person alive to them, you know?
Charlie had a whole company running that was pushing his legacy. I don't know. It was just very obvious they were trying to set Erica Kirk up to be the new face or whatever. But I don't even watch it. I don't watch the Charlie Kirk show. I find the whole thing weird and I keep my distance. But I think it's weird that they still call it the Charlie Kirk show. You don't think that's weird? If they wanted to move on, wouldn't they be like, I Erica Kirk now? But I don't know. That's not really what I'm. I just what? Sure, let's give it to Ruby. Let's say it's Erica Kirk's job to carry on the legacy. But like, what did she do before this? Is the real question. That's my. I. You have to look at well, what was she doing before she met Charlie? Because she's not really a political person. I don't trust. I wouldn't trust her to get my political takes. I wanted Charlie Kirk's political takes. That's why he got popular. But then to just shift it over to this random woman who we're supposed to assume has the same mindset of Charlie. Hopefully, he taught her some stuff. But like, it's not Charlie Kirk. If I followed for Charlie Kirk, I want Charlie Kirk. But, uh, what's up, bro? I know I haven't been here much. My phone broke. That sucks, buddy. I'm glad you're back up, though. It's not a big deal, though. I'm glad you're here now. This is Ruby Spacek. Um, one of my claim to fames, I guess you can say, in the YouTube sphere is a-logging this crazy woman. Just listening to what she says and giving my take on it. So, yeah, sometimes I do this. I try. I, the thing is, she bores me. She bores me 80% of the time when she's not doing crazy shit or saying crazy stuff. She actually starts to bore me. But when she focus and she goes like, "I have a topic that I want to talk about," she usually gives some keynote like crazy takes, like she's doing right now on Candace Owens.
All right, Melanie, let me guess. I, whatever. Yeah, Tyler
Whatever.
Robinson, yeah, totally innocent, and Erica is a maniac with all that prayer talk. You make it sound like it was just business to them. They were being disingenuous the entire time. Well, you
Well, here's the thing, right? Trying to pair Ruby with Phil. Ruby and Phil attack the internet stuff very differently. Well, actually, they kind of do the same thing. They both do drama, but they claim they don't want to do drama. And then they try everything to not do drama, but when they don't do drama, it's boring and it's terrible. So Ruby leans more into the drama stuff because she talks to other people. She likes to go up on different panels and talk to other people. So that gets Ruby more into drama, but Phil, he stays like a recluse. He tries to be a hermit, which keeps Phil out of some dramas. Ironically, Ruby has started talking to this guy named PWR who used to be a fan of Phil. And he went through this whole arc where he stopped being a fan of Phil. So, yeah, I don't know. Ruby tries to avoid talking about drama by claiming she's Christian and tries to talk about Christianity and the Bible and grift off of that. Phil plays video games, so that's where they're different.
I think that of anyone who has an opinion that differs from you is that they're a grifter. I get that too. Like, it's it's to me, it's not really. It's just basic ad hominem. Like, oh, I'm in.
I miss Phil. Is he live right now? If he's not, he should be live soon. What's funny, Kay, is I was live I think it was the last stream I was live, and I wasn't listening to Phil, and somebody commented, finally, he's not just listening to Phil in the background. I think that's funny.
Inside their mind and heart, and their intentions are unpure. Therefore, harass the children and the grieving widow. No. Why don't you show us the propaganda? Okay, I love how me defending a widow from being attacked is now like, oh, I'm co signing all of my support to this person when I've never voted right in my life. It's called nuance, baby girl.
See, so I was right at the beginning. The only thing she cares about is that there's a white woman crying, so she wants the everybody to get behind this woman. It doesn't matter what the situation is, it doesn't matter why she's crying, it doesn't matter why people are criticizing her. There's a white woman crying. You need to be on her side, okay? Why is she a victim? Her husband died. Like, so there's no criticisms. There's nothing you could say or critique. That's her nuance. That's her nuance. Okay.
And I followed Charlie Kirk's career for a while. And out of all the conservatives, I guess I did have kind of a soft spot for him because he was generally, out of all the fucking debate me, bro, college campus, all of that, he to me seemed more genuine and willing to hear out the other side. And so, yeah, when he was killed, that fucked me. I was like, I felt very.
Which, again, it just blows my mind that people listen to this wingback because earlier she says, well, I have a hard time showing if people are genuine or not. I hated Charlie Kirk. I hate Charlie Kirk. Now she's like, well, Charlie Kirk was the best of all the debate bros on the college campus scene who were doing that type of content. Yeah, Charlie Kirk was all right. Okay, she's all over the place. She doesn't stand for anything.
Impacted by that, you know? And it was really upsetting to me.
If Phil played Pokemon in VR, he would just get lost. He's literally lost. I need to withdraw some eggs, please. Ruby, you're live. Oh, wait.
So your theory is that she's not sad that her husband was assassinated. The father of her children was assassinated. Okay. I based on everything I know about
Wives kill their husbands all the time. Wives literally kill their husbands all the time. Like, that's not a crazy thing, to like come up with. You might think it's crazy that Erica Kirk would kill Charlie, but like, it's just a theory. It's just a theory, right? Can people have their theories? No. I've seen some stuff that makes me sus about it. I there's some stuff out there.
how humans and empathy and grief.
Ruby is a Karen. She is a Karen. She loves to tell people how to act and what they should do, but she doesn't live like that at all.
Uh, Actually, people are sad when their loved ones die. Whether or not you think she's also corrupt, and a grifter, this whole, oh, look at the fake tears. Fuck off. Fuck the fuck
Young
off.
Mish.
It's just too much, people.
Look, you're not allowed to say her tears are fake because her husband died. R.I.P. Charlie for real. He was honestly, he might have been my favorite conservative if I had to pick one. Well, right behind JLP. It's probably like JLP, Charlie, and Tucker Carlson are like the only conservative politicians. And Anomaly. Anomaly's pretty good. I got tired of that guy because he just says the same stuff every day. But it's good stuff. That's why he has to say it every day.
This situation might give her an opportunity
Yeah, people love Ruby. People love Ruby. Welcome in everybody for the Ruby.
to withdraw from leadership and take care of her kids who are still traumatized. What the fuck makes you think that she's not taking care of her kids that are already traumatized?
Because she's out on the circuit doing this publicity stuff instead of at home with her kids who want to see her because she's the last parent.
She is now a single fucking mother trying to protect the legacy of everything her husband built. And she's being attacked.
They can't chat, Kay. Here's why they can't chat. Because the two viewers is Naptown USA. And that's not his name, USA. I'm confused with Review Tech. Naptown, it's him pocket watching me, and it's Ruby actually pocket watching me. Because Ruby loves to feel like a celebrity and have people talk about her. So I'm gonna talk about her.
By millions of people. I even if the okay, I don't. So the fake. So your theory is that she, you know, because you disagree with her politics, she must not mourn the violent death of her husband and father of her children. I
So
that
yeah,
doesn't
she just
track
keep going back to that. It's like she refused to allow in any other nuance or evidence or opinions. Like how about you actually dismantle the fake narrative that Candace is pushing? How about you be like, no, that's stupid. This idea is stupid, and here's why. No, it always just goes back to, well, Charlie died, so obviously she's grieving. Obviously she has to be some sort of victim. It's like you can't even entertain the thought, right? Which is a take, I guess.
for me. Sorry, but you're, whatever. We love Melanie. I'm fine with, and I'm trying to stay open of like I'm looking for that gotcha moment that justifies gang stalking a fucking widow.
What is gang stalking? What is that? Is she gonna explain that? I doubt it. Because gang stalking is a term only crazy people use. Who's gang stalking Erica Kurt? I would love to know.
Months after the fucking death. I'm looking. Please link it up.
I guess she didn't hear about the maroon shirts or the the beehive hold or whatever the fuck.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. The other side, they're all evil, but me, my side good. Me know truth. They know lie. Come on, Melanie. You're all right. I'm being a bitch. All right. It's just I am. I just felt like very disturbed by Candy.
Oh, that Kay says, how does she believe in God and is a Christian, but smokes cigarettes and swears? Like a loyal Christian would not do that. But you know what? Never mind, it's her life. Yeah, I let her do what she wants to do as well. But that bothers you, don't it? Don't it? Don't that bothers you a little bit? She likes to promote healthiness and positivity, but she smokes cigarettes like a sailor.
This lately,
And she has
medically
tattoos
suggests
up her arm. I showed that earlier. I gotta move my DS to show you, but she got tattoos and stuff. But that was back when she was an SJW. She used to be an SJW, but then she realized those people were crazy, so she changed, right? She changed. but she never voted right ever. She still won't vote right. She has a hard time identifying if people are genuine or not. It's a rough life for Ruby. Oh my gosh. Her teeth always makes me want to brush my teeth. Like I want to brush my teeth right now.
from
I
like,
already brushed my teeth twice today.
and just all the lies. She said, if Erica Kirk
All the
sits down with
lies.
me, I'll stop. No. She started up a series saying Bride of Charlie, comparing her to a horror movie. Please.
Uh, that did happen, but to be fair, Erica sat down with her and off camera, and then I think she did stop for a little bit. I don't really watch Candace. I bet she did start back up again, but like I think she has the right to be honest with you. Erica Kirk should have had that conversation on camera. The fact that they're having it behind the scenes, they only have these conversations behind the scenes, feeds into the conspiracies. And that's what they want if that's how they're doing it, you know. They refuse to do things publicly.
Link, show me
There was a whole thing like Candace was trying to get on TPUSA or the Charlie Kirk show, and they wouldn't let her on. Like they wouldn't let her call in. Like we do everything nowadays over the internet. You can just call in on a Discord or a Skype or whatever you want to do. But they was like, no, you need to travel out all the way out here to our studio and like monopolize a week of your time or something like that. So like there was a big issue about this exact thing. And the fact that the meeting happened but we don't get to see it, I don't know. To me, it might as well not have happened.
these clips that justify millions of people harassing a fucking widow.
Who's
Show these
harassing her?
clips, please. Because I just don't get it.
Who's harassing her? Criticizing her or harassing her? Disagreeing with her or harassing her? These are all different things.
You're crying for fascists. Okay. I mean, it's not unknown that I have empathy even for some of the worst people in
This
the
is
world.
her mod. This guy has a wrench. This is crazy. This is her mod arguing with her. Her loyal Janny is like, Ruby, you're doing it too. You're crying for fascists as if you were mourned alongside Ava Braun when Hitler died. She really is. Ruby's acting like her family was the one shot at, bro. And that's because she's a perpetual victim. She saw Erica Kirk, white woman crying, and she was like, that's me. I'm a white woman who cries. So now she has to stick up for Erica.
You know? Um, and you can disagree and think that my perspective, my emotional reactions are incorrect, but it's frustrating all of this undercutting of trying to be like, ooh, I don't like what you're saying, so you're a grifter. Like, can we just talk about it? Let's keep it open. Don't say that, like, because I don't think it's cool to harass Erica Kirk, that therefore I'm Hitler. Come on now. What's up, Paro?
She's so dishonest. She's like, well, can we talk about it? Well, your mod is trying to talk to you about it, and she instantly goes to, like Charlie died. Can you be arguing with me? He died. Of course she's mourning. Well, maybe she set the hit up. I don't know, right? It's like, I mean, if a wife would had if the wife had a part in her husband's murder, she wouldn't be grieving, no, would she? Not the way you think it should look. And they hide behind the fact that, well, he died. I'm grieving, right? It's conspiracy theories. Are we allowed to talk about it or not? Do you believe in free speech or not?
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
W. Paro. Paro's awesome.
She's my
That
favorite.
guy's
Oh,
hilarious.
would. All nine of Melly Tail Simper. That was always a fun interaction
And then she says, let's talk about it, but I doubt she'll get deep into this at all.
with your name. If I say you, then everyone in chat thinks I'm talking about Mario. Listen, I'm PMSing too. Let's all just take it down a notch. Dude, did you mod anyone in your channel yet? In your chan yet? Oh, you're talking to Pearl. I'm sorry. See, it can be confusing.
It's not that confusing. He added Paro. You just can't read.
If we want to be honored in death,
He
we need to
added
keep people
Paro.
alive.
Everybody's not always talking to you or about you, Ruby. The people who are, you don't engage with, which makes sense. I wouldn't either.
Okay, yeah. So
Well, that's not true. I would, but I'm
like I
different.
said, I've had empathy for all kinds of different characters, and my
Yeah,
statement,
she has empathy for evil people like Scarlet and Ralph. So
what I'm saying, I don't co-sign. I'm not right wing. I'm just saying that I think it's disgusting the millions of people gang stalking, harassing, and sending death threats for her.
gay stalking. What the hell? Look, she was. I don't know, Charlie Kirk was already a big figure before. I'm sure he was getting death threats before. So like, I don't understand why they would stop, especially if she's taken over as the face and the mind of the company. They're just gonna shift over to her.
That's it. And you can disagree. That's totally your prerogative, and I'm gonna try not to, be
Hitler died 50 years ago and people are still talking about him. It's criminal. And there's people who've been worse than Hitler.
bitchy about it. But yeah, I'm somewhat emotionally invested in the situation,
Now
and
she's emotionally invested. But you see how she's whispering? Whenever she does that whisper shit, she's lying. She said, I'm still emotionally invested in that situation or whatever. But why? Why? Why are you?
like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not a
Now she doesn't have a
Republican.
dog. She doesn't have a dog, but the dog is Candace. But everybody's supposed to simp for Erica Kirk, and now well, I already forgot what she said. It's all everything she says is contradictory. She says one thing, and then she instantly says the other, bro. It's criminal.
Okay.
People like this shouldn't be allowed to buy electronics.
Why can't I just whenever I state an opinion, instead of engaging with the opinion, I feel like people are like,
Oh, well, that means you also believe this, and I'm going to argue with this thing you don't believe.
Nobody said that. It's the reason. The problem is when you state an opinion, instead of arguing with people who actually engages with your opinion, you argue with strawmen. That's your real issue. If you actually wanted to, if she actually wanted to engage with people who was going to talk about her opinions, I would be unbanned in the chat because that's all I ever do. That's all I ever do is comment on whatever the fuck she's actually talking about. I'm the only one in her chat ever trying to talk about the topic that she brings. But she doesn't want to talk about the topics that she brings. I guarantee you she's just gonna loop all the same points she already said about Erica Kirk. I don't even think there's anything else to clip from this 2 hours.
and it's frustrating because
That's what I'm saying. Do you hear it? Do you hear it, Kay? She's bouncing between different topics. That's all she ever does. That's all she ever does. And then she blames chat for it. And then she blames the chat for it. It was like, well, don't read those comments. Read the comments that are engaging with the opinion and the topic of the stream. She refuses. It's because she can't do it. Her brain is broken.
I do try to come to my own conclusions about things and be thoughtful about things. And I don't fit neatly into any political package, religious package, so on and so forth.
She couldn't describe any political package or religious package. And the reason she doesn't fit neatly in any of them is because she don't believe in any of them, and she can't understand any of them, and I forgot the point. Why does she keep talking in stupid voices? Is she 10? That's something. My mom used to do that too, but you only give the voices to other people, right? When you're like trying to when you're trying to like say what other people said, you give them a voice so they know like, oh, that's this person, you know? I think it's a funny thing. It's Kino.
The old Uno reverso. Oh no, Erica's stalking me. Candace is fucking highly, at least to some degree, culpable in the millions of people harassing her based off of fucking misinformation. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Wow. Wow.
Ruby, you have a good head on your shoulders, even if you don't
We
agree with
always
everything.
need somebody to blame. Even if you don't agree with someone's views, you can still see their
Agree with someone's views, you can
humanity.
still see their humanity.
Simpler.
Yeah, and I used to think that, yeah, like I'm team good, they're team evil, but I think to have more meaningful interaction, I'd rather talk to people as a human, hear them out in their own opinions, and at the end of the day, I don't condone any gang stalking, harassment, or death threats to
Gang
Candace,
stalking.
to Erica.
I love how it's interesting how she doesn't tell us what gang stalking is. She just assumes we all know it, which I kind of know what it is, but it doesn't make sense. I only hear crazy people talk about there being gang stalk.
But I don't know. I was just really disturbed by some of the stuff I was seeing on Twitter, so I thought I'd do a little stream. I have to leave in a
Oh
bit because
no,
I have a doctor appointment. They can go into the bookstore for a bit.
this is the little stream.
Same
Honestly,
here. Is that true?
I can't wait to cut this stream short.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they've been harassing me for 6 months.
Why she's so aggressive when talking about Erica? It's because she's a white woman and she's crying. So when Ruby starts crying, she wants people to like simp for her and give her everything. And she needs to support the other white woman who's crying. Like, you know what I mean? And if Erica Kirk can't get away with it, how is Ruby going to get away with it? So like, she needs this precedent to be set for whatever crazy scheme she got coming up next for when she praying mantis her future husband. You should hear Ruby talk about the Thorpes. She gets angrier when she talks about Grace, even though she can't stop talking about Grace.
after warning them hundreds of times to stop, begging them, um,
I
unfortunately, I forgot they
begged
took legal
you.
action to get a restraining order,
I begged
which is super
you.
annoying. But you know, it,
Ruby loves her restraining orders because she doesn't have a husband. She has to use the strong arm of the law to get people to do what she wants. So she's very well versed in going to court, threatening court, getting restraining orders. That's her bread and butter. She loves that shit.
they told me their material items want them to kill me, and have been harassing me consistently for 6 months.
Maybe I should get Streamlabs so I can throw comments on the fucking stream. It's very hard for me. I can't put comments on the screen. Kay's like, bro, she's like a 7-year-old throwing a tantrum. Yeah, meet Ruby. Meet Ruby Spacek in a nutshell.
So, and people can think that's totally fine too. I disagree. And sometimes that's all you can really do. Just be like, well, I disagree with that hot take. Also, does anyone know, is Kiwi Farms up? Every once in a while, I'll get like, you can see on the YouTube studio where people are finding your videos. And every once in a while, it'll say Kiwi Farms. I'm like, great. The thread is coming. The thread is coming.
Kiwi Farms is a website that document locales. You have a kiwi farm, it's because you're a locale, buddy. And it's because you're doing something crazy, hilarious, degenerate. That's Ruby.
Any day now. And so out of curiosity, I checked the site and it wouldn't load. So I don't know what the. I was looking at my phone. So.
Now she's worried about her kiwi farms.
Hey, freaking pyro. The vice president TP USA are a little more powerful. You missed everything. Team Candace, Tony. That's like, dude. If technically, if I did
I love how nobody's on her side in her chat. That man actually warms my heart. That there's nobody on her side. They're like, nah, Candace is base. And Candace gets millions of people live to watch her shit. It's crazy.
have a team, it was Candace. I've hyped that bitch up on my channel so many times. I've found her to be
So what happened? So what happened, Ruby? Tell us what happened.
a very compelling figure, but
But
the the internal ugliness, envy, hatred, it's that
That's a lot of emotional words she just threw out there. She instantly went to emotions. No facts, no logic, no opinions. Just, well, she's internally ugly. Why? I don't see that. Envy. I don't see that. Hatred. I don't see that either. I don't see any of that. Where are you pulling this from? Do you have clips, ma'am? Are there any clips? I don't think she posts a single clip. Does she do any clips? We're at 20 minutes. It's not even showing me. Where? I don't see it. Where?
take down the visual for me. It does.
I don't think there's any clips.
That's why I said, yo, ugly showing. All right, maybe it was just on my phone. Also, in other news, I was
News.
in Universal Jones's chat earlier, and he's been dropping some tracks about Boy that are pretty fire. We're into it, and he's going to be coming on Celebrity Sunday, and yeah, I've been addicted to paneling lately, so I've been networking with a lot of new people. So hopefully it'll be a really strong show. And tonight there's a ladies' night panel on Just Here for Tea. Universal Jones mentioned it. She's
Sounds
pretty
like a
badass.
drama pot show. That sounds like a drama show.
I mean, I've only gotten shout outs in other threads where people are like, "Dude, oh, this bitch is crazy. She's wearing cred.
I wonder why.
Cred."
I wonder why.
Universal's good people, yeah. And he's, this is the thing. Like, when you go mean with people, like, if I go mean with people, I almost always regret it. And it makes me feel stupid because it's just childish.
She's stupid. She's childish.
And if you assume negative intent in like everyone you interact with, it really just reflects more on your mind state than anyone else's. And we got in an argument once and I called him a fraud, which I did apologize for shortly after. And there's no
She
hard
backpedaled.
feelings about it, but it's one of those moments I regret where I said something,
She's
and I've
full
seen
of
the room change.
regret.
Those are two things that really bothered me. The way that I've treated them in the past. But they've both been very gracious to me to, you know, forgive me for being very reckless with my words.
She's
I can't even talk
reckless.
to space. I mean, it's just like I said, I will have a nervous breakdown over a couple people, so I can't comprehend that scale. But at the same time, she's been in the public eye for a while, so it's just kind of crazy. The overseer
So
boys
what's
have
the
gone down at
problem?
Fusion Studios. True, I've been
Sounds like she's a public
I was
figure, so we're
watching
allowed to
Marcus
speculate, but whatever.
coverage of the D-Dog situation the other day, and has been watching some old.
The D-Dog situation. It's D-Dog is her quote unquote ex-boyfriend who sent her some packages that she flipped out about. We'll watch that at the end of the stream, probably.
uh some old videos of back when I was collabing with the Thorpes way back when. You don't need to
Here
apologize
she
for that.
goes. Talking about the Thorpes again. She's always talking about when she was collaborating with the Thorpes way long time ago. That's her happy times, bro. Better days, she says, better days. Uh, there's no offense here. She looks like a, she looks like Lilith. She looks like a bat. With those eyebrows. That's her putting in a lot of work. That's her putting in a lot of work.
I don't know. I do though. I do need to apologize for things often because I'm often wrong and fuck up.
She's wrong. She fucks up. She has to apologize all the time. People listen to this person? Yeah. Then she wants us to believe the things she says. She wants us to believe everything she says and agree with her opinions. Okay.
And here's the disclaimer. I know I seem like a doctor or something, but I'm actually just
What? Who said nobody think you look like a doctor, Ruby? A doctor in hooking, maybe. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
and when we're
She says she looks like a doctor with this top on and those eyelashes. And those earrings.
Words
What
come out of
the
my
fuck is she
mouth,
talking about?
it's my opinions. I
It's a
know it
dumb
seems
opinion.
like, wow,
It's a dumb opinion.
she knows what's up, but I'm just a bitch, dude.
She's a bitch.
So I'm a know nothing bitch, but I would still like to pop off, and I like to hear other people's commentary so I can kind of test my own ideas and give me leads for things to look at, things to think about, you know. Dude, I've been bouncing off the walls already.
She's a know-nothing bitch who's bouncing off the walls, who doesn't know anything, but she still wants to pop off and give her stupid takes. But if you disagree with those takes, or if she deems them obnoxious, you're banned. She doesn't want to hear it. She has a hug box. This is crazy. This is crazy. Welcome. Introduction to Ruby Spacek.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't.
Her opinions are dog water, dude. DSP, unironically, have better opinions than Ruby. Unironically.
It's not like I feel guilty. It's just like embarrassing. Those are the
She's
things that
embarrassed.
embarrass me. Is when I've
She's embarrassed.
resulted to name calling or like matching energy. That to me is embarrassing.
She's
To
degenerate.
let like just randos get me shook up like that is fucking embarrassing. It is,
She's shook.
and it takes a lot. Like truly,
It
it takes a
doesn't.
lot.
It doesn't take that much. Look, here's Ruby telling some classic lies again. And these are lies you can get away with in front of your dents, in front of your hug box. These are lies you can get away with. It takes a lot to get me upset, guys, even though she crashes out once a week. She crashes out once a week. We have her crashing out over D-Dog sending her free Amazon. That happened like 2 days ago. So she crashes out about once a week. I grab the crash outs to put on my channel every other week. It's like, what? Okay. But it takes a lot to get her like this, guys.
I prayed actually for my shame and embarrassment to come back because I was having so many issues. Because I've said it before, I don't know what happened during my psychotic break, but I lost a lot of my ability to like filter, and I I don't know if it was just the sheer humiliation of
Hey, look. This psychotic break, we're on 2 years from this psychotic break, or from her grifting with this psychotic break, and she still just grifts with it. She apparently, because she had a psychotic break one time, and she did some crazy stuff, it landed her in a psych ward, and she terrorized a family, a Mexican family. Now we're supposed to excuse her dumb opinions and her bad takes and her bad behavior forever. This is Ruby. We're supposed to
how she
excuse
deals
all of
with
this
grief and
forever.
whatnot, but
She's naked in the
I
streets.
also lost my ability to feel embarrassed for a long time. It's coming back. It's coming
She's
back.
not embarrassed.
Doing great, Ruby. Keep it with staying off drugs, etc. Thank you. Yeah, I feel, I don't know. I felt so amazing that it's been easy, but I do need to be careful about like if I do it again, it'd have to be like maybe in like a social context or if I have like a couple beers. I don't know. But like I
What?
said, for now in the near future, it's not something, and every day I feel more health benefits. I'm off my sleep medication and I'm sleeping fine. Do you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you
Imagine
my
needing sleep medication. And she's gone. And she's gone. Ruby, Lucifer, and Abel do toxic shit to provide basically free entertainment. Sometimes she might say something free to me. Yeah. And
I just
she's gone.
woke up scratching my face. Anyway, I just wanted to read a little prayer, get things off on the right foot.
Alright. We're, we're virtue signaling.
Our prayer to your Son and our God.
We're virtue signaling. Most people pray to Satan. That's just my opinion. That's my theory. Most people pray to Satan. I don't know what you could possibly be praying for. But whatever. No, not a single clip, not a single logical thread to tell us why we shouldn't be on Candace's side.
I
Just
think
slander and emotional language.
well,
Talks from phlebotomists. Like, why do we have
They
to make a
love
doctor
the
for everything?
It's like
chocolatey skin. Look, they love the chocolatey skin. They jealous. They jealous.
and this is a path of cruelty I could really see Grace going towards if she got away from Ben, obviously, because she
Path
has
of
similar like
cruelty.
psychopathic features. Whatever, bless her soul.
What did she
I could
say?
totally see her going that route. If she broke free, I think that she's probably as competent and talented, and would probably have a lot more energy if she wasn't, abused and depressed 24/7 and
She
living
wasn't
ice cream
abused. What?
goo.
Can I figure this out with a microscope?
Daddy.
That's how old I'm getting. Too old
Mm.
to have to take time out of my precious day to work through the latest Turning Point public relations blunder.
Oh wow, you're so busy being a mom to your gay husband and whatever. That's
Whoa!
why you're so
Whoa! What does that have to do with anything? Whoa! At least she is being a mom. At least she has kids. What are you talking about? What's her issue? And no, she said Turning Point, like the whole company. She A-logs Turning Point, the company. She's not attacking Erica Kirk. It's about the whole thing. But I'm gonna end stream. Within the hour for sure.
like, oh, what a chore it is to constantly cover Erica Kirk. Bitch, you live for this. You live for this.
Blunder after blunder, lie after lie. They treat us like we are toddlers. They want us to make believe. Yesterday, Erica no-showed an event last
Crazy
minute, an
ads
event
for the true
featuring
crime mommies.
the vice president
Thanks for coming by, Kay. Thanks for coming by. I gotta hatch a few more eggs. Gotta hatch a few more eggs. Thank you though. Hope you had some fun.
of the United States. How disrespectful.
How
Well, not as
disrespectful.
disrespectful as the excuse that they are currently handing us as to why. Plus, Victor Marks, Pastor Victor Marks, have some respect. He replied to me, and to be honest, the response was kind of weird. It's just weird. I can't explain it. I'll let you guys be the judge. Welcome back to Candace.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the stereotypical like gay arranged marriage husband conservative couple that Melanie probably thinks that or Kurt with him. It's totally a stereotype.
That's crazy. Why is she going after her husband? What? Her husband's not dead.
So last night, in case you missed it, in case you've been hiding under a rock, Erica Kirk was slated to appear
Maybe.
alongside her friend, Vice President JD Vance, at the University of Georgia, and she just completely no-showed it. She stood him up. That is not casual. That is the sitting Vice President of the United States. It is low-key disrespectful.
So first off, a no-show implies that she didn't give any notice or valid reason. She no-showed because of credible fucking death threats. And she talked.
So she did no show, and that's not a valid reason. If you're getting death threats, you can be like, "Hey, I'm not showing up because I'm getting death threats." That's not a valid reason not to no show. A valid reason not to no show, not to give notice, which she just agreed she didn't give notice. She no showed. She said, oh, she implied that she no showed, which means she didn't give a valid reason. She no showed because she got so she could tell people you're not gonna show up. That
directly to
doesn't
him,
track.
very, I'm sure, disappointed of not being able to attend.
Just say I'm a pussy and I'm too scared to show up. It's like say that. It's like you don't just say nothing. You have to tell people.
Like I said, I get freaked out by just a couple of these lunatics following me around. I cannot imagine millions.
Shows how weak you are.
Outside of a real emergency. Emphasis on the word real. It was mystifying at first, really, especially since the decision very clearly had to have been made. We were left to assume that it had been made in the umpteenth hour because the announcement was made by none other than Andrew Colvett on stage. This means that ticket holders were not informed until the very moment of the event. Actually, the Turning Point leaders who put together the event were not informed that she was not going to be there. How do we know? Because they were posting and promoting her appearance just 50 minutes before doors opened. Here is a video
Oh
of
yeah.
the
Also,
TPUS.
I had to.
But because her husband died and now she's getting death threats that I haven't confirmed, she's allowed to have bad behavior and not no show and make everybody think she's showing up to places when she's not. Okay.
Like, there's certain people who are just obviously disingenuous in chat and just trying to derail and distract, and I'm easily distracted. So I banned a couple people last night, and one of them was Edward, aka Gabby, famous for sending me lots of pictures of self harm and like someone's cut up arms, I guess, because I used to self harm, so it's like a funny
She
thing
used to
for them.
self-harm.
They are a middle aged man. Uh, anyway, they're very unfortunate in a lot of ways, but I do have empathy.
I love how she has to throw in, those are her jabs that she throws in. They're a middle-aged man. Had nothing to do with what she was talking about. Nothing to do with it, but okay. She just had to be petty and throw out some petty female jabs.
For the wrong people, give too many chances. But alas, instant death threats, instant like, yeah, OPC, let's team up. She gonna get what she get. Bro, how fucking fragile are you? How do you exist with this level of fragility that you want to bring death and despair because you got banned in a chat after spamming it being fucking annoying like you always are because you have no personality beyond just trying to be obnoxious and antisocial in hopes that someone pays attention to you? All right, I gave you lots of attention. Now go run along to the next, okay? Go have fun with OPC Don and the other fucking losers.
Say staff promoting her. Take a listen.
Hey everybody, my name is Grant Teller. I'm the field representative for the Peach Territory and also the University of Georgia.
And I'm Caroline, and I'm the University of Georgia chapter president.
And we are here at the Aikens Ford Arena about to host JD Vance and Erica Kirk.
Doors open at 1:50, so come out and support your country.
We'll see you there.
They look sweet and happy and clearly not informed of what was going on. So if the story that they are going to sell to us, that there's a threat, then we
And this
have
is
to
like
assume
a common thing. It's actually like very normal. A lot of people who are content creators experience this. Like the moment you ban someone, like this happened with Plate of Wings, and like many others who I've banned after many warnings of asking them to change their behavior, they will then dedicate their lives to destroying you.
And Ruby does anything to become a victim, bro. Anything to be a victim. It's that people have to act exactly the way she wants them to. And then she bans them if you don't. So I don't know how she expects to grow, but I don't think she does expect to grow. I think she expects to milk her dents and keep her hug box. And the going out on panels is to find more dents, not necessarily to grow, but just to find more people who would support her hug box.
Man, am I right?
Erica was on the ground, right?
No.
On the ground in Georgia, something
Kidding, I
happened
love
and she
men.
pulled out, but she
That is
wasn't.
a
No,
absolute
you're
piece
not
of
right.
shit to blame half the population for your problems or to generalize half the population. It's fucking gay when women do it, and it's fucking gay when men do it. It's two sides of the same coin, okay?
Wasn't. She was back home, which means that decision had to have already been made
Give me
long
the
before
shiny, please.
those students made
Yo,
that video.
Bro, what
Yet
a
Andrew
pussy.
Colvett is going to,
What
as
a
you are about to see,
pussy.
last minute on stage inform
She's. I hate Ruby. This somebody said Edward blocked me, and now she's calling Edward a pussy for blocking people. Which you know what? No, that lines up. I'm blocked than Ruby, so Ruby blocked me. That makes her a pussy, and yeah, she is a pussy. So that makes sense. It takes one to know one.
and surprise even the event planners with this message. Take a listen.
For those of you wondering why I don't have really flowing long blonde hair right now, so I'm going to address it right at the front. Mr. Vice President, I'm on stage here instead of our friend Erica Kirk. That's right.
But imagine, look, they just clickbaited everybody. They tricked everybody. They came here for Erica Kirk. They were promoting it as Erica Kirk, and then she didn't show up. Most people would be upset, but whatever.
Because unfortunately, she has received some very serious threats in her direction.
And now people know they can shut her up by sending her death threats. Like that's why you don't do this. And it's the exact opposite of what Charlie Kirk believed. Charlie would have never been like, yeah, just bow down to the death threats. Like this is actually like very bad optics for her and the whole brand. But whatever.
It's a terrible reflection on the state of reality and the state of the country. But it underscores a larger point.
That terrorists The point is that terrorists can bully you into not doing your appearances and stuff. Okay.
Received a lot of attacks from surprising places, perhaps. Tell us what you think about that. Some of the people that have made, part-time jobs out of attacking Erica, and
Full-time
this is
jobs.
the net result.
Oh my! Is the implication here that it's our fault? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
have been heavily insinuating that she murdered her husband and is like the devil
Ooh.
incarnate to all of your
Ah.
unhinged fans who will believe whatever you say that justifies their hatred towards the pretty blonde bitch. Come on now.
My fault? Why do I feel like they're talking about me? Is that weird?
Because you're fucking obsessed
She's not here.
with her, bruh.
Come on, Veep. Come on. Explain to everybody how it's actually Candace Owens' fault because she's being attacked, more broadly speaking. What do I have to do with her going to an event? And by the way,
I don't
this is
know.
weird, but I told you guys I'm aging. I am so old that I distinctly remember when the messaging was the exact opposite. They were
Yeah.
sort of gaslighting us the other way. Remember, right after Charlie was assassinated, a lot of people were like, look, she's doing a lot. She's kind of just like doing a lot. Like I would be pretty scared.
If she doesn't go to the events, she's a no-show bitch who doesn't care about the event attendees. If she does, she's a bad mom. This is what I'm saying. It's like you can really take anything out of context and flip it in a way to invoke hatred in other people, but having
Okay. But if she did one thing, and had an actual opinion and stuck to that, like, value or whatever, you couldn't, she would have something to stand on, right? If she just was forever out of the spotlight, then that would be great, right? But if she's gonna be in the spotlight, she needs to be in the spotlight. You need to go to your events and preach what Charlie preached, right? I don't know. Charlie would have never told you not to go to an event because of threats. You don't let terrorists win by threatening you and punking you out like that.
like verifiable death threats against someone is a totally valid reason for them to not go to an event.
If you're a leftist, if you're a leftist, yes. If you're a right-wing free speech person, no. You would not let these people. That's how freedom of speech get lost.
Considering their husband was fucking shot in the neck at an event. You
And we're
evil
back to
son of a
emotional language.
bitch.
Go right back to emotional language.
And most of us, even people who didn't know Charlie, were scared to go out their door. The world felt less safe, but his wife was just fearlessly trotting through all of these events, attending, speaking, massive, sold out 21,000 spillover crowd at State Farm.
So the question logically should be, why not now? Right? There were still people who didn't like her back then, but because somebody sent her a threat, now she's supposed to be scared. Okay. That's how we lose freedom of speech. That's how you get punked.
Farm Stadium, and the PR machine was like, "Oh, you notice that she's doing a lot. Well, let us explain to you why she has no fear. Let me explain to you why she's abnormal. She's just sits above you all. In fact, Erica Kirk
And
herself."
that's the thing too, is like nothing enrages this type more than ever than someone else getting praise that they feel they deserve. It's all about I deserve. What about me? Infant. Edward and Monty deserve each other. I mean, I think Monty's better in all quantifiable ways to Edward, but their relationship to me is retarded.
Ruby, Ruby. I agree. Their relationship is retarded. I don't like Edward or Monty. What does that have to do with Candace Owens? What does that have to do with Erica Kirk? Absolutely nothing. You're getting distracted. This is why you don't get anything done. This is why if people came for Erica Kirk and the Charlie and the Candace Owens drama, you're derailing them. You're confusing them. They don't know what you're talking about. But all right, I'm starving. To tell you the truth, I think the rest of the stream is a lot more like this. But if there's more, Oh, okay.